This right here is the Shun Classic 9-inch slicing knife. As I've discussed in the carving knife video, and I'll make a different video actually explaining it in full, the point of a slicing knife is to make nice, beautiful, uniform slices all the way through the meat. The point of a carving knife is to work with tougher, sort of more douchey meats and, cut through it in whatever way you want. Let's say like a turkey breast or a drumstick or whatever. A slicing knife is meant to go through things like ham or a nice soft tenderloin or something in one motion without sawing back and forth and just get the job done. So this slicing knife has a Granton edge, this scalloped edge here, which stops the meat from sticking, which means you can go through in one pass without the meat catching and sort of making those ugly striations. And it's also 9 inches long, which means you can pretty much get through a lot of meats just in one motion without doing this back and forth, which gives you, again, the striations through the meat. It is, like all of the classic line, pretty much considered the gold standard in the high-end knife category, and I want to discuss why. The classic line is made with VG Max steel, and a lot of you guys might know that VG10 steel is considered the gold standard of knife making. It's very hard, it's very resilient, and it holds an edge very well. But as the name suggests, VG Max, which is what the high-end Shuns are made out of, is a little bit better. It is a little bit harder, a little bit more resilient, a little bit better at holding an edge. So this is a 61 hardness cut to a 16-degree angle, which means you get the best of both worlds. You get a very sharp knife and a very resilient knife all in one. On top of that, they then take the knife and they actually wrap it in 34 layers of stainless steel, which number one gives you this gorgeous Damascus pattern, which I hope you can see. But number two, it makes it very, very resilient to pitting, chipping, rust, and staining just by virtue of being stainless steel. So it's form and function. It is a forged knife made in Japan, full tang, like all high-end knives, and it goes into a black pack wood handle, which is actually a compressed wood that makes it very resilient to water damage and to staining. You'll notice a theme of resiliency going on throughout all of the Shun Classic line. And the interesting thing about the Classics is the handle is actually asymmetric. So if you look at it, there's a nice amount of material here on the right-hand side. It's meant to fit in your palm, in between your knuckles and your palm, while you're slicing or while you're cutting, if you're right-handed, and if you're left-handed, it's meant to fit in right here. So either way, it's more ergonomic, which is nice. Like all high-end knives, the Shun Classic line comes with a lifetime warranty, but unlike a lot of high-end knives, the Shun Classic line also comes with free lifetime sharpening, which I'm a big fan of. As a lot of you guys may know, with a high-end knife, if you take it to a high-end, reputable sharpener who does it by hand with a whetstone and actually does things properly, you're looking at about $5 per inch for a non-serrated blade like this, which means that for a 9-inch blade, that's $45 just for this one knife to sharpen it. And even then, even with their track record, you don't know if they're going to be doing a great job. With a Shun, you send it back to Shun. First and foremost, if they see any problems with the knife, they throw it out and send you a brand new one. But otherwise, you can rest easy knowing the manufacturer of the knife, who created the knife in the first place that you purchased, is putting a new edge on it. And you can rest easy knowing they're doing it for free. So I think it's a no-brainer. I think that if you're looking to buy a high-end knife, a Shun is the way to go. It's sharp, it's resilient, it's beautiful, and it has a great, great support system behind it. I'll put a link down to this below. If you guys have any questions or comments or concerns, let me know. But otherwise, I will talk to you very soon.